Hi all, my name is Tatiana and I'm with Redburn Laserworks, and today we'll compare two of my lasers, xTool D1 Pro 40 watt and my new Aeon Redline Nova 10 Elite 100 watts. Let's go with me and you will see why I love Aeon. Let's start with my xTool. This is my setup here in the living room. You can see air assist on the top and my ventilation that goes down the window and our enclosure that we build ourselves. Here is my xTool setup right now. I have a small 18 by 18 honeycomb and rotary tool. This is my tumbler engraving laser currently because I didn't get my rotary for the Aeon yet. So that's what it's for right now. On this side, I usually engrave paper bags for packaging. You can see why we had to build the enclosure because it comes with the rails and module. So all the fumes would be in my living room if we wouldn't build one. We did order one with the laser, but the one we received from xTool was pretty soft and had a lot of like holes and cracks. So we wanted to build something more substantial, which ended up being this. And originally it was meant to be for extension bed because I started off with the half size of this laser and then we got the extensions set up. And if you can see all the steps, so we have usually MDF layer, then the metal piece to prevent laser to go through the honeycomb and damage anything underneath. So when I usually did my other orders, I would use this big 18 by 36 honeycomb. And when I needed to do tumblers, I had to pull everything out, my piece of MDF, my metal protector sheet, and the honeycomb before I could install my rotary and do it back on reverse when I'm done with the tumbler. Especially, it was annoying when it would be only one tumbler, so I had to go back and forth, which was a pain all the time. Especially set up like rotary, make sure everything's straight up and leveled. So it was in a pain, but had to do what I had to do. Right now you can see my lights in here also gave out that we just put it ourselves. So I just gave up on it and just let it hang out down there, and I use my flashlights or extra lights to help me see things in here right now. Underneath I usually use some cutouts or scraps, or when my honey bed is full of little pieces after cutting, I would just move them all to the side, and when it gets full, I would just clean it out eventually. I have a camera in here installed from Lightburn. For some reason, barely used it. And Diode has a bunch of limitations compared to Aeon. It couldn't cut many of the materials that I wanted to, like certain acrylic colors or clear acrylic. Also, it wouldn't cut thicker woods. So I decided that I need to upgrade on top of the power and speed. It got too slow for me. When I started, it worked for me. It was fast enough for me, but now I outgrew this laser and I needed more power, which is speed. I needed more material in my work. So I decided to look for other laser. So let's go take a look at the Aeon. Let's take a look at my Aeon laser now. We have it set up in garage, and if you can see, it already comes fully enclosed. So there is no need to build an enclosure. Everything is sealed and super secure. There is no tiny bit of fumes that coming out through it, and we have it set up the extraction through the roof in our garage, which is nice because the fume's not coming out from the side and you can't really smell that much. As you can see, I put inside my xTool honeycomb, so you can see how much bigger is Aeon's bed. And I'm super excited that I can cut finally like bigger pieces, bigger circles, or bigger items in general. Because I struggled with this one. I needed bigger sizes so much. So finally have it. I love my remote, and just this little thing where you can just drop the bed or lift it up with just a couple buttons without having to pull everything out of the laser, multiple things as I have to do with xTool. I just press the button and I can insert any big items if I need to engrave or tumblers. Love it. I'm super excited about this. And the laser that it's toolless, you can change everything and clean everything without any tools, unlike xTool. Also, it's so much more powerful, 100 watts, and it can cut through so many different materials. So far I cut up to 1/2 inch of MDF, and I cut clear acrylic finally. Clear acrylic, also some colors that diode wouldn't cut. Super excited that I can finally grow my business further by being able to cut bigger sizes, cut more material, and faster. That's one of the important things. It's fast, speed. Love it. Also, let's take a look what we don't really have at xTool. Where all the masses go. I told you, like under the bed, I had to scoop everything out. Here, it's super easy. Just pull it out and clean it out, everything. There is no mess underneath. It's super easy to do. Just pull it out and throw it in trash instead of sweep everything out like I did in xTool. Also, we can drop it and we can have a pass through in this laser, which I already used it, and I love this ability to cut even bigger pieces that I need if I need to. And of course, did I mention the light? No, I don't think so. Love the light at work. If you remember, my xTool lights were just hanging because they were just gone by now. And I love it. It's super bright. And you actually, if you need to, you can adjust the brightness, or turn it off completely. And I really like it about it. Also, we have air assist built into the laser head, so there is no extra wires sticking out like I have in my xTool. So, and I'm really excited about this laser and where it can take me. Let's go cut some ornaments on both of them. Let's cut an ornament on both of the lasers side by side. To start, we need to focus our lasers. As you can see, I need to do quite a bit of work on xTool while Aeon does it automatically just by pressing the button. Then we'll frame it, make sure everything is aligned, and we will start cutting it. You can see how good fume extraction works on Aeon. You cannot see smoke whatsoever. While on xTool, there is quite a bit of fumes and smoke coming out, and it takes a while for it to clear. That's when, while I was working with xTool, I had to wait for a few minutes after the project is done cutting to make sure everything clears out before I open the lid. While with the Aeon, I can open it pretty much as soon as it stops because everything is already out. This video showing you the real-time cutting. I didn't speed up or slow down anything. I'm sure Aeon still can cut a little faster, but that's what I have set up right now because I'm still working on figuring out my settings. You can see Aeon is already done with the cut, while xTool still has ways to go. xTool is finally done, and as you can see, it took 4 minutes longer to cut one ornament on xTool compared to Aeon. And can you imagine if I had to cut 100 ornaments, how much time Aeon would save me? And you see all that smoke that didn't clear out from xTool by the time I open it? Yes, that's why I wait a few minutes after it's done cutting. Thank you for watching my comparison video, and now you know why I chose Aeon for upgrade.